Hey friends, thanks for stopping by our channel. My name's Amanda Gedney and I'm the founder and CEO of Settle in Abroad. Today we are talking about what it costs to enter Thailand in 2021. Borders are still closed, but there are much more visa options to allow you to move to Thailand. So the number one cost of relocating to Thailand and entering right now is the quarantine. So as a foreigner, you're required to get an ASQ, alternative state quarantine. So that ranges from 1,000 USD to 3,000. So first, we will explain the costs for a single person coming to Thailand the cheapest way possible. So that would mean that you get the cheapest quarantine at $1,000. You get cheap COVID insurance at about like $70 to $100. It's required that the COVID insurance covers 100,000 USD specifically for COVID. So Thailand has a long list of all the insurance providers that they approve, so you can make your choice from there. It's just very important that it covers COVID. Okay, next you have to book your flight, a semi-commercial flight. Luckily, the prices in 2021 haven't been too high at about like 600 to 700 USD one way. And then another cost consideration is your visa. So on this single person, cheapest way to enter Thailand possible would be getting the 45-day visa exemption. There's about 40 countries that are allowed to enter Thailand on that 45-day visa exemption, and it's actually free. You still have to have the insurance and you still have to do the other paperwork, but the visa itself is free. And with the insurance, it's required that you get insurance that covers the length of your visa. So if you're doing a 45-day visa exemption, you have to have COVID insurance covering those 45 days. So that's why it's only about $70 to $100. This is the cheapest way you can enter Thailand. Okay, yeah, so if you do the visa exemption, your visa is free. ASQ about $1,000, flight about $700, insurance $70 to $100. COVID tests, those costs range a lot depending where you are, and maybe your insurance where you're living could cover it. Ranges from free to $160 for super expedited. But in this single cheapest person category, we would say find a COVID test around $60, they exist. So if you are single, coming to Thailand, trying to find the cheapest way possible, you can come here for about 2,200 USD. Next, we'll talk medium budget single person. The real difference is the choice of the ASQ quarantine. Every hotel has a different type of lux, different type of food, quality, differences in everything. So if you're someone that likes creature comforts and a little more, luxury hotel, I would not suggest booking the quarantine for $1,000. You get what you pay for. So in this medium budget, if you book a quarantine for about 45,000, 50,000 baht, which is about like 1,700 USD, then you might have a better experience, better food, enjoy your quarantine more. But of course, that's up to you if that's how you want to spend your money. So at a medium budget, we'd say about, $3,000, $3,500 is the cost. And then of course, luxe budget, luxury. We'd say this would cost about $5,000. So that would be, you have a fancy quarantine, so like the Anantara or the Shangri-La, the fancy hotels that cost almost $3,000. And then it's up to you, if you're flying economy or business class, the prices will change. So our costs for a single person, cheap budget about $2,000, $2,200, medium around $3,000, $3,500, luxe around $5,000. So I hope that helps explaining the single category. Next, we will talk about families. So we get many questions about families relocating to Thailand, and that's absolutely something we help with and we can provide our service for. But of course, entering as an entire family will be more expensive. The biggest cost as well is the quarantine, because it might be difficult for your family to find a quarantine that allows all four of you to be together. Many of the hotels require that the one parent is with the one child in one room, and then the other parent is with the other child in the other room. So then you would be separated for 2 weeks, which is not ideal. So some of the fancier quarantines have a connecting room so a family of 4 can all be together, but you certainly pay for that. A connecting room for a family of 4 can cost you about 200,000 baht, so about 6,000 US dollars for the quarantine alone. And then you have to pay for your flights, the insurance, whatever visas you're choosing. So moving a family of 4 could cost anywhere from, $6,000 to $10,000 depending on where you are, your flight, your choice of hotel, and if you want to be all together as a family. But it completely is possible to relocate to Thailand right now, wherever you may be living. So please feel free to reach out to us with any questions, schedule a consultation call below with the link. We can let you know the cost specific to you. We can help you book your quarantine, decide what is worth it for you. Is it better to have a more expensive flight, more expensive quarantine? We make sure that you are set up to live in Thailand perfectly and happily. So feel free to reach out with us for any questions. So thanks for stopping by our channel. If you're new, hit subscribe, give us a like, comment below, and thanks so much. We look forward to seeing you next time. Thank you.